Hello, friends, and welcome to the Sizzle C Podcast Show. I'm your host, Sizzle C. And before we get today's show started, I need you to do me a big favor. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also share these videos. We're trying to help as many people as we can, all right, y'all? So do me that big favor, like, subscribe, and share. Let's get today's topic going. It's a great show. We're talking about today, learning when to let go. That's what we're talking about today. Learning when to let go, right here on the Sizzle C Podcast Show. Let's go. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. But when? Now, I want us to understand something. It's okay in life to let things go. It's okay to release things, to give up on some things. Cool. People that are causing you aggravation, drama, stress, any negativity, they need to be out of your circle. It's time to let them go, people. I know it sounds bad. I know it's going to hurt for a little bit. But you know what really hurts in the end? It hurts that friend, that so-called friend. You're going to be all right because you're not like that. And watch this. Soon as you surround yourself with some other people, some other real friends, watch how everything come back to you. Everything that you felt like you were about to lose with this last friend because y'all been friends for so many years, and you forget about that and start focusing on new friends and focusing on new friendships that are positive for you. Watch this. And friendships that they actually want to see you go to the next level. It does them a good service and a good feeling to see their friend move up and go to the next level. Those are the people you want to be around. And watch when you start getting around those people, how much you don't even remember some of those other friends. You'll start forgetting their last name. You won't even remember them no more because you're surrounding yourself with the right people. Sometimes we focus so much on the friendship that we have, that this toxic friendship, we're trying to fix it so bad that it's time to just let it go. After so much of the lies, so much of the not being there for you, so much of the lack of communication, so much of the misunderstandings, it's time to let it go. You do not, there's no rule in the book of life that says you have to let people keep hurting you over and over and over again to make you a better person or to make you a better whatever. There's no rules in this book of life that says that. You don't have to keep doing that. In fact, I encourage you to stop doing it. Stop it now. Get away from those people. You know the ones I'm talking about. And that's what's so funny. We know the toxic friends. We really do. We know the ones that's not there. We know the ones that we start making plans and meetings. We don't even consult them because we know they're not even going to show up. When you get to that place in your life, you know it's time to really let them friends go. You used to plan stuff together with them, and now you don't plan nothing at all. You don't even consider them because you know if they come to the party, they're going to tear it up. It's going to be some foolishness, some furniture moving because they're going to act up. Who wants to deal with that after a certain age? Come on now, we're grown folks here. You got time to be out here tussling and fighting and carrying on after a certain age. Don't you know you got insurance now? Your insurance go up, you keep on using that insurance every time you keep on going to the hospital because of a busted eye and punctured lungs or whatever's going on with your ribs or whatever you done got beat up. Or you done hurt your hand because you done broke your hand on somebody's jaw. Whatever the situation is, we got time for that. We adults here. Just get away from those toxic people. I'm telling you, family. You have got to really understand it's okay to let go. It's okay to say enough is enough. It's okay to say I'm done with this and really, watch this, be truly done. Stop allowing them another door open to keep on hurting you, keep on hurting you, keep on hurting you. You know what they're going to do. It just is what it is. I always say this, unless a person has some type of tragedy like death or something or sickness that come in their life, or unless they went and got more educated, or unless God did something for them miraculously and let them see themselves and for them to see how they were treating people. Without those three things, people, one of these three things occurring, that person gonna be the same person that you know them to be. That's what I believe. It takes something to change people, and it takes them to see themselves. A lot of your friends that are toxic do not see themselves. They keep on doing the same foolishness because you won't check them on it. because they've been my friend. Oh, that's how they're always like that. But the thing is, every time they do it, it bothers you, but you keep on downplaying it for the sake of friendship. Why is that fair to you? Why do you have to keep on dealing with these toxic friends? Why do you have to keep on dealing with a liar in your circle? Why? Seriously, why do we have to do that? There's no rule saying you have to. You could let those people go. And I'm at a place in my life where I told myself, I'm not allowing people in my circle that don't mean me well. Your little jokes you try to make on the sly. Oh, you trying to be a life coach, but you ain't even got your life together. No one's ever going to have their life always together. So that mean I can't help others? I can't drop nuggets because I'm not perfect? If that's the case, shouldn't nobody be talking to nobody because ain't nobody perfect? Hello, somebody. Nobody perfect. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse not to try to help somebody else or try to drop these nuggets. Everybody needs someone to help them. Everybody needs a friend. We all need good friends. The question is, when do we establish to know, is this person a good friend any longer? Or do I need to let them go? When the signs show that it's all about them, and it's not about you, time to let them go. When the signs are showing they're never there for you when you need them, but you're always there for them, let them go. Let them go today. I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, when you do it and you start surrounding yourself with people, like I said, that love you, that care about you, that want to see you win, watch how much you can produce. Watch how much more you can produce on this earth with the right people in your circle, with the right people having your back, people that you can really trust, people that you know want the best for you. And I'm going to keep on saying these things. The things that I'm saying is kind of repetitive, but I need it to stick into your mind. That's why I'm repeating it over and over again. What kind of friend are you? What kind of friends do you hang with? Surround yourself with positive people. Don't get too comfortable with getting dogged out. Let me say that again. Don't get too comfortable with getting dogged out. What do I mean? A lot of times we think that because they're our friend, we'll let them get away with more stuff. Like we let people that are closer to us do more harm to us. Now the question is this, in this relationship, is this person constantly hurting you by accident? Every time you turn around, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to say it like that. Oh, you got to understand, it came out wrong. I didn't mean it. For years, though, you're going to keep on being this person's friend. Seriously. They keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again for years. You got to look at the pattern, people. It's time to let it go. Let that person go. That's it. I don't owe you nothing but love. That's it. And what I mean by love is, I don't have to be there doing stuff for you because I love you. I love you because I ain't going to slap you for all the things that you've done to me since we've been friends. Come on, somebody. Huh? That's love right there. I'm going to love you enough to leave you alone. That's another reason why we got to get to a place where we love people enough to leave them alone. Do you know that sometimes you being a person's friend, even though they're toxic, even though they're wrong, all these years because y'all been knowing each other and they're still your friend, do you know you could be the reason why they're not changing? That's a nugget. Do you realize you can be the person that's crippling your friend from ever growing and changing and becoming a better person for themselves? Because you keep allowing the foolishness. You allow it. If you stop allowing this person to keep on doing things to you, lying to you, hurting you, they may, I'm not saying for sure, they may get an eye opener to see themselves. The reason why people keep on doing wrong a lot of times because they don't see themselves. Even if you tell them, even if you're showing them, you're trying to explain to them over and over again in this friendship, look, I don't like it when you XYZ. But every time you turn around, they keep on XYZing. Every time you turn around, doggone it, it's another XYZ. Why you keep XYZing when I told you I don't want XYZ? You got to let those type of friends go. Person that don't care about your opinions, don't care about your thoughts, and don't care about how you feel. It's time to let go of those type of people. I was going to say something else, but don't allow those people in your circle any longer. That's what I wanted to really say. Don't allow those people in your circle any longer. You don't have to keep on having people in your circle just because you know them or they know your deep secrets. That's why we got to be careful with who we tell things to. Be careful who you share your intimate, deep, dark secrets with. That's so important because that fear of they know my secrets sometimes is what keeps you bound to the friendship. It's almost like they're manipulating you only because they know your stuff, your dirt. you're afraid to not be their friend anymore because you're afraid they're going to spew out your mess. That's why I'm telling people, you got to really be careful who you sharing your intimate, dark secrets with. Don't just be running your mouth telling everything to everybody. You got to make sure you have somebody that you truly, truly can confide in. How do you know if you can really confide in a person? Well, does that person ever tell you other people's business? If somebody's telling you somebody else's business, they always telling you somebody else's personal business, personal secrets, you going to sit up there and tell them you could trust that person? You better open up your eyes and understand it's time to let that person go. Do not be with no tailbearer, a person that's always telling your business, going around gossiping and all that stuff. If you got gossiping friends, you better let them go. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that they want to stay around, but they got to get their life together, people. Stop allowing people to hurt you because they're saying, I'm just, I'm going through. There's no excuse in friendship to cause each other harm. Let me say that again. It should never be an excuse in friendship to cause harm to one another. That's not what friends do, people. Friends don't hurt each other. Friends don't dog each other out. Friends don't lie to each other. Those are the people you got to let go. Stop making excuses for people, especially grown people. I'm talking to adults. I'm talking to people 25 and older is who I'm dealing with. You old enough now. It's time to stop it. Stop dogging people out. And then talk about, that's my friend. She understand me. I'm just being me. And then you get your feelings hurt when nobody want to be around you no more. Talking to that toxic person. They know who I'm talking to. If you're offended, then it's you, doggone it. I don't take it back. It's time out. People don't want to call people to the carpet. You are grown up. Everything in life doesn't go our way. We have to understand that. You got people in your circle right now. Watch this. Tell me if I'm wrong. You got somebody in your circle right now. If you got over 10 friends, I'm telling you, I guarantee I'm gonna pull on a couple of them. You got some people in your circle right now that if it don't go their way, they're going to tip the whole party. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. If you don't know them, it might be you. So what? You got some people in your life that will tear up the whole show, the party, everything, because it ain't going their way. It ain't even their birthday. It's not even their birthday, but it's not going the way they wanted to. They're tear it up. You better let them people go. What? I can't even get it together. I just felt it. I felt a friend that I know, and I'm not going to put him on blast, but I just felt it right there. Let me just say this, people. Let me digress because I'm starting to feel my help coming. When you call yourself a friend, because we're still dealing with friendship, and we're talking about letting people go. When you got people in your circle who mean you well, who wants to see you do better, who wants the best for you, those are the people you roll with. They should be giving you honest, constructive criticism. That's what you need from good friends, not just yes people around you all the time. How many excuses and reasons we're going to give them? Oh, it's what I'm going through. My man did me like this, or, I just been hurt. My mom wasn't there for me. It's so many excuses. But at the end of the day, when it comes to friendship, you're supposed to know each other. You're supposed to be there for each other. Not one is for the other person, but the other person's not for the other person. That don't work. It doesn't work like that. Friendship has to be hand in hand. You have to go hand in hand in friendship. If you're not going hand in hand in friendship, it's going to be an unbalanced friendship. And it's time to let that go. It's time to let go of people who are in your life causing you misery. It's time to let go of people in your life who are hurting you by accident over and over again. Like 1, 2, 3. Come on, man. Come on now. After a certain amount of time, you start to ask yourself, if you're allowing a person to keep on dogging you out, what's wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you to allow yourself to keep on going through that? Don't nobody need no friends that bad. Don't nobody need friends that bad to where you're going to sit up there and let people dog you out. And that's what people are doing. There are people that will sit back and let these so-called friends be in their circle and dog them out day after day after day and still say, oh, that's my friend. Just because you know them for a long time. I'm stuck on that. Time cannot be enough reason. They have to be there for you. So I don't want to keep on tearing this long. I can go on and on and on. But the question is, when do we let go? People, we got to stop. We hurting ourselves. Allowing people to be in our circle that's not for us, it's not good for us. It's time to start looking after yourself. I know it may sound selfish, but it's not. It's like what they told me on the airplane. If you have your child with you and this plane start going down, make sure you give your oxygen to yourself first, then to the child. When I first heard that, I was like, that's crazy. Give oxygen to yourself first, then your child. I love my child. Why would I give him the oxygen? But then when the stewardess broke it down and said, if this plane is going down and there's no oxygen, if you pass out, how your child gonna give you CPR? But if your child passes out, you're able to give your child CPR. So you need the oxygen and you can help your child. Then I understood it that way. And it's the same thing like what I'm doing with life coaching. You got to help yourself out first. You got to really sincerely say, is this person any good for me? Is this person seriously look at things in this perspective? Is this person a good friend? Have they been a good friend? Stop making excuses for people because they're your friend. You got to call an ace, a spade, a spade. It is what it is. Okay. You may have outgrown that friend. Time to let him go. You may have outloved that friend. What do I mean? That means you only showing love to that friend. That friend ain't never giving you no love. It's time to let that person go. You're always honest with this person, but this person always seems to find a way to manipulate or lie some kind of way or leave out the truth. Time to let that person go. This has been going on too long, people. And I'm talking to people that's been in friendships for years and years with toxic people, and they're wondering why they're not growing. The people that are around you in your circle is going to really shift and engage on where you're going in your life. I said this on the last podcast. You show me a person's friends and I'll show you that person's future. You got to look at who people are hanging around. When you got a bunch of people that's always negative, always depressed and just always sad, that spirit will get on you too. That's why I say it's so important, people, who we let in our circle. Who's around you? You got to start letting people go who you see are not made for you. If they're not in your circle, they're not on your team, it's okay to let them go. Sizzle C said it's okay to let negative people go. Holding on to them for what? For what? Let it go. They owe you money. Sometimes you keep a friendship because the person owe you money. You don't want to let them go until you get all your money. And that person knows it, and they will linger it and linger and linger and linger because they know once you get whatever's owed to you, you're going to stop dealing with them. But let me tell you something, people. Sometimes you got to get to a place where you say, you know what? It ain't even worth the friendship no more. I'm going to let it go. We all have friends in our lives, and some of our friends are for a season. Some of our friends are forever. The question is, you have to know what friends are for what. What friend are you? Are you a seasonal friend? Are you a friend forever? Is that person supposed to be in your life for today or forever? The question I have to ask you today, do you know when to let go? All right, guys, that's our show. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the Sizzle C Podcast Show. I know you could have watched anything else and spent your time doing other things, but I just want to say thank you again. But please, before you get out of here, make sure that you like and subscribe the videos and also share them. We're trying to get all the positive information out as much as possible. Thank you, and I'll see you next time on the Sizzle C Podcast Show.